قاتلة مغربية تبهدل تركيا في فاينل في واحدة في أصعب المنظومات العالمية في ألعاب القتالية. خلينا نشوف ماذا فعلت المغربية برطال وداد ضد التركية، وكيف قضت عليها تماما بعدما استهزأت بالأناشيد المغربية، وكان في شوية تصريحات يعني مش كويس. خلينا نشوف هذا المقطع الخرافي. يلا على طول. Let's go.
Coming into the red corner, representing Morocco, وداد برطال.
Skipping her way into the arena is the tournament #1 seed, وداد برطال, part of a 7-woman Moroccan boxing team, 25 years of age, from Casablanca. In her third appearance at an IBA World Championships, she booked her first appearance on the podium after losing in the first preliminary rounds in 2022 and 2023. And now here she is, one win away from World Championship gold. Hatis Akbas has already experienced being an IBA World Champion, having claimed gold medal glory in the 2022 edition in her homeland, in the bustling metropolis of Istanbul in Turkey, winning 5 contests out of 5. And now Hatis Akbas preparing to do that once again, having won 4 contests out of 4 so far. There is وداد برطال, who emerged on a 4-3 split decision victory over the home boxer Sarah Cherkovic in a hard-fought semi-final on the semi-final day. But وداد برطال with a terrific fight back. As for Hatis Akbas, she prevailed in her semi-final over Chong Prong Lang of Thailand. So a final check of all of the equipment by our referee.
Head up, no holding, no low blows, and listen to my comments. Good luck and fair play.
Ivana Ugrenovic sending both boxers back to their respective corners ahead of this gold medal bout in the women's 54-kilogram bantamweight division.
Seconds out, round 1.
And we are underway. This is gold medal bout action in the 54-kilogram bantamweight class between boxers from Morocco and Turkey. Boxer wearing red is وداد برطال, the tournament #1 seed, 25 years of age. She the only Moroccan boxer through to the gold medal bout after the 7 they entered. Wonderful punch picking off the back foot, but a nice check right hand out of the southpaw stance by Hatis Akbas. Turkey with 4 finalists out of the 12 boxers they sent through to Niche 2025. One of 6 teams that have a boxer in each weight class. And Akbas boxing off the back foot, but picked off by a couple of right hands by the on-rushing وداد برطال as she momentarily trapped her against the ropes. So Akbas, who is such a patient figure up in the boxing ring, is thinking out her attacks, seeking to draw that lead that she can counter. Look at that patience in the pocket to make the shot from برطال go over her shoulder. Made the opponent miss. Oh, and look at, well, protect yourself at all times. Both boxers perfectly within their rights to launch another attack, because I'm not sure that the referee issued a command of break. They just, in rather polite fashion, disengaged of their own volition. On the front foot, out of that southpaw stance, Akbas, but Bakal making her fall short because of good use of the legs. Looping left hand not too far away from برطال, and برطال looking to dig away with the right hand, then uncoiling a left hook after that was freed from the entanglement of Akbas's arms. So each boxer inaccurate. The lead right jab from Akbas was the shot that began that attempted trade-off, and what a reverse 1-2 from Akbas. Southpaw left followed by a right hand, and just disengaging to think out her next attack and allow that scoring success to marinate in the mind of the judges. And the referee, as both boxers seeking to play counter-puncher, just reminding them of their responsibility to engage. Another left hand picked off the back foot by Akbas. And then a furious firefight near the neutral corner. As the feinting on the edge of range continues. Not too far away with the 1-2 was Akbas. Well, both boxers feel that they have done enough to take the opening round, a round in which there were comparatively few point-scoring punches compared to other action that we've seen today. But Akbas was incredibly accurate out of that southpaw stance and so effective when playing counter-puncher, almost invariably on the back foot. I'm happy to think that that will be enough to take the round, and here's another example of it. Wonderfully picked southpaw left to catch the advancing Burtal, and it's a clean sweep of the cards in favor of Hatice Akbas, the 2022 world champion, taking the opening round for all 5 scoring judges.
Seconds out, round 2.
We move into the second round of this 54-kilogram bantamweight gold medal bout. Now, وداد Burtal has shown that she is adept at overturning deficits, because that is exactly what she did in her semi-final over Sera Cherkovic, the tournament number 4 seed from right here in Serbia. It's a great fight back by وداد Burtal, because there were 2 tied scorecards of 19 points apiece after 2 rounds, and she took it to the realm of the evaluator and observer to prevail on an incredibly narrow verdict over her opponent to book her place in this gold medal bout. It was 4-3, much to the heartbreak of the Serbian fans, and she's going to need to produce a fight back once again, having conceded the opening round unanimously. Well, again, some running repairs required to the head guard of Hatice Akbas, and the action resumes. And again, check right hand is a beauty out of the southpaw stance from Akbas. Left hand lead not too far away out of the port-sided stance, and وداد Burtal, again, the more accurate punch during that exchange was a potent southpaw left of Akbas, but Burtal with a fusillade of punches without reply. And again, Burtal seeking to get busy. It's a cracking atmosphere being generated by the fans in attendance here at the Chayar Arena. Well, this is the second time in the round that the head guard of Hatice Akbas has had to be adjusted. Oh, that's a cracking right hand straight down the pipe, delivered by the tournament number 1 seed of Morocco, wearing red. And she's having real success with her straight punches. But can she get them off without reply? Because, oh, there's another one again as she pins Akbas to the ropes and is working away as Akbas seemingly losing her concentration. She was bending over at the waist, not defending herself, not throwing punches. And Burtal seemingly saying, well, thank you very much, as she helped herself to a combination which was success, a combination of success without reply. So 40 seconds remaining in this second round. Akbas's accuracy just leaving her a little bit. She's put on the end of a left jab and touches down. Now, for my money, I think the referee would have been well within her rights to score a knockdown there. Not suggesting it was from the power of the punch, but Burtal having real success with her straight punches now. Untidy takedown from Akbas. But the incident I'm referring to near the neutral corner on the far side of the ring, Burtal was walking across the ring, landed a left jab, and the gloves of Akbas touched the canvas. Now, if anything other than the soles of your feet are on the floor, if it's a knee, another glove, or something other than the soles of your boots, that can be considered a knockdown. That wasn't the case, but the second round in the book. But I think that's a terrific response from وداد برطال, having conceded the opening round unanimously. She really did begin to find a range with straight punches, and dare I say it, there just appeared to be a little bit of a lack of concentration at times from Hatice Akbas. Pinned on the ropes, and then look at this, not defending herself, not getting her shots out of the, not getting her head out of the way, and just being picked off by punches. And that was a cracking right hand, as again, the radar of Hatice Akbas just going a little bit awry during the course of that second round. And وداد برطال has fought back to take it on a 4-1 split, giving us 4 scorecards that are deadlocked at 19 points apiece with 3 minutes of boxing remaining in this gold medal bout. So too much moisture on the head and body of وداد برطال for the liking of the referee. So timing called, and the third and final round underway in this gold medal bout that is on a knife edge, because having conceded the opening round unanimously, وداد برطال, the tournament #1 seed wearing red of Morocco, fought back magnificently in the second round. Straight punches were what served her best during the course of that second 3-minute frame. She took the second round on a 4-1 split, giving us 4 scores that are tied at 19 points apiece. Judge number 3 has Hatice Akbas leading 20 points to 18, and now that is wonderful punch picking of the clustering variety from Akbas while on the back foot, and that is what she did so effectively in the opening round before وداد برطال boxed her way back into contention behind straight punches in the second. Cracking right hands during that exchange from وداد برطال once again. And again, it's something I've mentioned during the course of IBA tournaments. Not a fan of that at all. Making a timeout signal, taking a knee for the head guard to get adjusted. And again, the referee would be well within her rights to call that a knockdown, because the referee is there to be the arbiter of when the equipment requires fixing. And it's something we saw at the highest level of the professional ranks recently, when Javonte Davis effectively took a knee against Lamont Peterson because he had hair product in his eye. I'm not a fan of it, but I've yet to see it penalized in IBA or Olympic boxing tournaments. Safety of the boxer is paramount, of course, but that is why the third person in the ring is there. As we approach the halfway stage of this third and final round, nice boxing while spinning off the line from Hatice Akbas. وداد برطال willing her way forwards, having success, but she's been countered effectively by the movement and punch picking of Akbas. Lunging right hand not too far away from برطال. And again, the fans trying to rally the boxer that they are cheering for in what is an absolutely raucous atmosphere here at the Chaya Arena in Nice. Inside the final minute of a contest that is delicately, intriguingly poised. Both boxers inaccurate during that attempted exchange, with برطال on the front foot, Akbas reversing. And first and final word coming from Akbas during that exchange. But then look at, from برطال on that previous exchange. Akbas then responding with a terrific selection of shots. Oh, that is a wonderful right hand landed by برطال, and she wasn't too far away on the follow-up 2-shot combination. And given the stakes and the context of this bout, a moment of quality such as that could well be decisive in determining on the outcome of the round and thereby the gold medal bout. Left hand on the back foot from Akbas was a scoring shot. Untidy bull rush from برطال sees her end up through the ropes, and that'll be the final action of what was a cracking contest. So وداد برطال, has she managed to produce another come-from-behind victory here in the gold medal bout, as she did in her semi-final? Her straight punches, particularly with the right hand against the southpaw, were notable. And remember, in the event that we have a 3-2 split, because we had 4 tied scores of 19 points apiece going into the final round, we will be going to the bout evaluator. Now, I happen to think that the right hand of the woman celebrating was significant and, dare I say, decisive in that final round. And there was one terrific 2-shot combination. We're in a round that was very close. That could well have been the difference. So we are indeed going to the observer and the evaluator, meaning that the bout was a split decision after 3 rounds of boxing, a 3-2 split. I happen to think Wadad Burtal has done enough to take the gold, but we're going to see 7 scores announced. Who will they favor? Who will be the world champion?
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to your judges' scorecards where we have a split decision in favor of your winner and now gold medal champion. In the red corner, representing Morocco,
Wadad Burtal whoops out a holler and is jumping for joy at having been declared a split decision victor over the 2022 world champion Hatis Akbas of Turkey. And the seeding panel have got it spot on, because Wadad Burtal, the tournament #1 seed, who has for so long been the best boxer on the entire continent of Africa, has cemented her status as one of the very best in the world by claiming her first world title here in Nice 2025. And once again, just as in her semi-final, she did it the hard way, and she is overcome with emotion. Tears of joy flowing freely at having been declared a 5-2 split decision victor over the 2022 world champion Hatis Akbas of Turkey. She played her part in what was a really competitive final, but Wadad Burtal becomes the 2nd gold medalist from Morocco in the history of the IBA World Boxing Championships, and she is cheered aloft by the delighted coaching team, because in addition to carrying out the instructions to order, the competitive spirit, determination and desire that she demonstrated throughout this tournament, winning 4 contests out of 4, have perhaps been the significant hallmarks of her boxing. Conceding the opening round unanimously, but taking rounds 2 and 3 on 4-1 splits. It went to a 3-2 split, and on bout review, Wadad Burtal is a world champion,
it is the final of the women's
adding
57
to her African Continental title of 2023 and her All-Africa Games crown of 2024.
Representing Thailand.
طبعا شباب ما شاء الله، مقاتل مقاتلة، عداء عداء، ايا كانت البوزيشن وايا كانت سواء انت ذكر انثى، ايا كانت، انت ما شاء الله المغاربة جدا ممتازين ويقضوا على ايا كان ما يقف في طريقهم حتى النجاح والانجازات التاريخية. فاتمنى شفتوا قصتكم على هذا المقطع، اتمنى تكتبوا تحت اقتراحاتكم، تنشروا هذا المقطع في كل مكان، وعشان ان شاء الله تعرفوا المقطع اخر في افضل حال. مع السلامة.